What up, guys?
What's up?
It's David and Jack here, and we're gonna be just Jack, and we're gonna be doing a super crazy ass challenge.
Before David Dobrik would become one of the biggest YouTubers on the planet, purchasing a multi-million-dollar house in the Hollywood Hills with a shiny red Ferrari parked outside and having a net worth of an estimated $16 million at the time of this recording.
What's up, guys? I'm David Dobrik, and today I'm here with Jennifer Lopez, or J-Lo. I still haven't asked her what I can call it. What can I call you, J-Lo?
You can call me Jennifer.
Jennifer, it's on her earring.
Before David would go on to win a Kids' Choice Award presented to him by his childhood idol, Josh Peck, he'd win Vlogger of the Year at the 2017 Shorty Awards, Breakout Creator at the 2017 Streamy Awards, and then again for Best First Person in 2018.
No, Liza won it last year, so it's really cool to follow in Liza's footsteps.
Following the steps of his
I'm probably gonna get my own YouTube original show now. Maybe I'll be on Hulu. You guys just gotta look out for me. I'm coming up like Liza is.
Before David would collab with some A-list celebrities, including John Stamos, Kendall Jenner, Josh Peck, Miranda Cosgrove, Riley Reid, Lil Pump, Howie Mandel, Kylie Jenner, and more.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Where did you just come from?
Before David Dobrik would clock in over 14 million YouTube subscribers and receive over 300 million views per month, and even get a Chipotle burrito named after him. Today we're finally talking about David motherfucking Dobrik, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I'm not entirely sure why it took me so long in piecing this video together, but David is a creator who needs little introduction. Now, for this video, we actually have a bit of an exclusive. We reached out to David, but he was too busy. So instead, we have someone who's known him since he was, well, about that high. And, well, they helped us out by answering a bunch of our questions. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Michael McCretton, documenting the life and career of David Dobrik prior to fame. Here for you, of course, and before they're famous. Now, we've actually done a few other members of the vlog squad in the past. I'm talking Jason Nash and Trisha Paytas. Although I probably shouldn't be mentioning her name. She got kicked out.
Oh my god.
As always, be sure to let us know who's next in the comments down below. Smash that like button if you're a fan of David Dobrik. And in true David fashion, well, let's see how many of you guys will retweet this video. Then we can get the attention of David. Maybe he'll retweet it. The video will go viral. In fact, if I see you retweeting it over on Twitter, I'll give you a shout out tomorrow. All right, let's get into this video. Hey, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell. Boom! David Julian Dobrik was born on June 23rd, 1996 in Kosice, Slovakia. And there's no way I'm actually pronouncing that correctly, so here you go.
Kosice.
Now, David doesn't recall a whole lot from his childhood, but he remembers growing up in an apartment in Slovakia and being close with his grandparents. Now, the town has a population of 250,000, and well, we only found a few black and white photos. Now, his grandpa, he was a designer, and he even designed a fountain out there. Now, he was born to parents Pavo Dobrik, who earned his living as a photographer, so I'm pretty sure that's where he got his creative eye from. Now, his mother, her details are yet to be known by the internet. So Dobrik, well, I guess he's just surprising her with animals at home and not getting into too much detail. He also got 3 siblings. There's Esther, Sarah, and Toby.
We like spending time with each other, basically.
No, we don't.
How much do you guys love David? Tell me when to stop.
Stop!
Oh, okay. Have you told your siblings that they're soon gonna be an aunt or uncle?
Oh, yeah, I want
What? Really?
No.
He also had 2 pet bunnies when he was a little kid, but, well, they had an unfortunate fate.
And then when I moved, my aunt and uncle ate them. This is serious. They're gone now.
Why did they eat them?
That's just how they work in Slovakia. You don't really keep bunnies as pets, but I did.
Now, when David was in the 4th grade, well, him and his family, they up and left to Slovakia in search of the American dream. They found themselves permanently residing in Chicago, Illinois, with a little stint in Toledo, Ohio. My God, if he stayed in Ohio, well, he might have become the 3rd Paul brother. It's everyday bro.
I'm gonna be here showing you how to be the biggest ball athlete in the hood. Because that's where I was born, Vernon Hills, Illinois, the hood.
He attended Vernon Hills High School and he excelled at many subjects, but the one that stands out amongst the rest was his athleticism and tennis playing ability. Now, a former teacher, she described him as a class clown who always loved to be the center of attention, and even went far as enough to say that he was a bit of an attention whore.
To be honest, like, I'm really happy that you're successful, kinda shocked.
Now, here Before They Are Famous, we're bringing you an exclusive. Now, our researchers managed to get in touch with his high school science teacher and tennis coach, Miss Ettinger. Hope I'm saying that correctly. Now, she was kind enough to actually take the time and answer a few of our questions. Now, we asked her, how was David in school? To which she replied, my first time meeting David was during his freshman year in high school as his tennis coach. What I do remember is that his Justin Bieber hair game was strong. Many of us called him Bieber, to which I'm sure he hated. He was a stellar tennis player, playing varsity 1 doubles as a freshman and every year after. He was an all-state his junior and senior year. The goofy kid you see in the vlogs and listen to on the podcast is the same kid. I remember walking through the halls of VHHS. Now, we all know how generous David is with his money today, and after watching him dish out top-of-the-range cars to literally all of his best friends, well, I wanted to know how lavish he was back in the day. David is a great human, that's for sure. As his former teacher coach, I have not been the beneficiary of anything along the lines of a car or cash. But when I was in LA and filmed the vlog I'm in with him, he did, however, buy me my first ever In-N-Out experience, which I thoroughly enjoyed. The kid's got a good heart. I mean, I'd be over the moon to get a free In-N-Out burger, although I'm on a never-ending diet. And to wrap up this little conversation with his Vernon Hills High School teacher, well, we asked, if you could rewind time and give him one piece of advice, what would it be? And she closed off by saying, I was one of the main forces trying to get him to go to college, which clearly was the wrong advice for him. Knowing what I know now, I would advise him to make sure he has solid people around him and plan for his future when the vlog squad calls it quits. He's so funny and creative, he would be a huge asset to any management advertising fun out on the West Coast. Ooh, is that some juicy information? Is the vlog squad nearing an end? Now, another one of his teachers has actually said that he wasn't a good student, or even good with the ladies.
It was to the point where,
Oh no.
I mean, you didn't have the attention span to pay attention to any individual girl. I remember specific times where you'd like make a girl laugh and like she would smile at you and then you'd be on to the next thing. Like you were like doing 1,000 things at once. You couldn't like.
Oh my God.
He also recently posted this picture from one of his high school dances, and he said that this date she left him to go to the dance with the entire high school football team. Ouch. Now, David, he did take Spanish classes, but doesn't know how to do much more than ask if he can go to the bathroom or to go to the library.
¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
He's also admitted to cheating on his tests in high school, but even with his lackluster performance, well, his teachers seem to love him. The David Dobrik charm, it never fails. Now, David has said that he misses high school sometimes because of how often he got to see his high school friends, and because he liked having the structure of class schedules. But with that said, well, he didn't really like school. Now, for fun, David, he used to light fireworks off in surrounding neighborhoods. Well, technically, he was just the one to convince other people to set off the fireworks while he watched.
Just like in my vlogs, I'm always the guy that like manipulates people and tells them to do stupid stuff. And I would just sit back and be like, yeah, that's good.
And apparently, in terms of talent, well, he learned how to do this at some point and never let the talent slip.
Mind free!
Did you catch that? Oh, you did? Yeah. That was actually pretty good then.
My last trick, I'm gonna need a volunteer shoe. Right shoe, please. Could you step back a little, maybe stand up? Are you ready?
Oh yeah, let's see. And one.
It'll be worth it once we get it, right?
In 2013, after the app Vine started gaining a following online, well, David, he uploaded his first ever Vine and would begin what would become an incredible journey to superstardom. And at the time, well, he started out by making 6-second videos. Now, some of his earlier Vines, well, they look like this.
Oh my God, babe.
Things on Vine, they were a slow build, as he started off only posting once a month and was getting miniature brand deals for about $50. Now, alongside posting videos, he had to balance working a part-time job at a retirement home to save some money in order to chase his dreams of moving west to Los Angeles. Now, after working in the retirement home for just over a year, well, David had managed to save all of his money into a separate bank account, which he would never touch the entire time. When it came time to make the move to LA, he had $1,600 saved. When he told his parents that he was moving to La La Land, well, they jokingly remarked, "What are you gonna do, move to Hollywood?" To which he replied, "Yes, exactly, Hollywood Boulevard." And that's exactly what he did. Now, David and two of his hometown buddies, they road tripped over 2,000 miles in his old silver 2004 Toyota Corolla, which had a busted up side door that would actually barely close.
This fucking sucks, dude.
His trip to LA sparked something inside David, with him deciding to make the move to California shortly afterwards to pursue online video making full-time.
Right now I'm heading to Big Nick's to make a YouTube video. I don't really want to, but his mom's paying me to be friends with him, so I gotta do it, I guess.
Finally making it to Hollywood, him and his 3 friends, they met up with another friend who flew in from Minnesota, and they found a small 2-bedroom apartment to rent on their limited budget. The boys moved in. Now, their first supermarket experience, purchasing peanut butter and bread, well, that was on a ration, and definitely a realization moment that things in LA, well, they were super expensive. And if they wanted to make it, well, they would have to go all in. With money so tight, David would have to put his YouTube channel on hold after posting just 4 videos. He would then turn his focus onto making some quick cash. Now, David, he would upload and resell sports finds from unbranded theme pages on Vine. Now, he would make about $60 a day doing this. That's how he kept himself afloat for the first few months, earning between $1,500 to $2,000 per month. And at that time, well, the kid thought he was loaded.
And I was, I was making, I don't know how much I was making, $1,500, $2,000 a month, and I was just like,
you're good.
I was like, I'm fucking loaded.
I'm fucking killing it.
I was like, I cannot believe this. I would go to Jimmy John's every day, which I couldn't do back home. And sometimes I get 2 number 5 vetoes, because I was just like, I don't give a fuck.
Fast forward a few months and he befriended Zane and Heath, who had roughly around 3 million followers on Vine at the time. But unfortunately, the platform, it was dying a slow death, and a lot of these influencers, they were jumping ship over to YouTube, and they were projecting a lot of money into production value for their comedy skits. To which David said there was absolutely no chance in hell he was gonna do that. He then bumped into what would soon be his future girlfriend Lisa, and she was filming her vlog. Now, he thought that the concept was way cooler than these big productions, and it was more raw and authentic. Just a little camera documenting your everyday life. So he picked up his camera and began posting himself and his friends getting up to no good in shopping malls and creating short comedy skits. He kept doing it just for complete fun's sake and not even thinking about the money. Now, his YouTube videos were slow to get started, racking up just 5,000 to 8,000 collective views in the first 3 to 5 months. Not great considering the substantial Vine following he had amassed. But by March of 2016, his channel had gained over 200,000 subscribers. By August of 2016, well, David's channel had over 1 million subscribers. Now, the production quality of his videos increased, and the ideas for the videos got even crazier. In August of 2016, he also created a second channel called Dobrik Too. And all of a sudden, videos, they started to blow up. Today, his videos boast anywhere from between 3 to 15 million views. Now, it's important to note that there was never really a viral video moment for David, it was just general growth overall. That is until he posted his breakup video with Lisa, which was seen the world over.
Liza cheated on me. And there were 7 guys. There were 7 guys, and I found them in her bedroom.
Now, David, he has some pretty famous friends from all his YouTube and Vine buddies that he creates videos with on a weekly basis.
I have Ilya, I have Liza, I have Alex, I have the other Alex. I don't like to make one of them the best friend because then the others get mad at me.
Now, there are actually a few buds from his vlog squad that I've interviewed in the past, and I need to make videos on ASAP. I'm talking Toddy and Scotty. So boys, if you're watching this video, I promise I'll get that done. There's not enough time in the day. We're only doing David now. He's also managed to get himself hooked up with a pretty well-known American family. Now, Kendall Jenner, she DM'd David and then wound up in one of his videos. And more recently, well, her sister Kylie, she teamed up for another video. Them Kardashians, they need everyone's clout. Now, David cuts down about 2 hours of footage from each of his vlogs into 4-minute and 20-second videos. Now, the original, he wanted to do only 420 vlogs total before retiring the game. Why 420?
Because for a long time, my 420th vlog was supposed to be my last.
Wow.
And,
okay.
And that never ended up coming true because we didn't end up selling the show we were trying to sell. So now I'm stuck with vlogging. So you guys have me for a couple more months.
He also has a podcast called Views, and his co-host is Jason Nash. Now, he had a big deal with Netflix in the works for a potential show called David's Frat House, where he would buy a frat house with his friends without even going to college. And they would try to compete with real-life frats. But unfortunately, well, the show ended up falling through.
It's very difficult to go into Netflix and be like, hey, I'm David, and I promise I can make a good show. And then they look at you like, you're a YouTuber. You can't fucking do that.
As for the future, well, he has a fear of getting older, so he doesn't like to focus too much on what's next. He's happy doing what he's doing and so thankful to have his dream job with a loyal audience that keeps watching him in the millions. Now, I got a feeling that there are some pretty big things in the works for David. Maybe he'll become the next Shia LaBeouf. And, well, then he'll land in like some kind of Transformers film. They're gonna remake that soon anyway. He looks like Shia LaBeouf to me. Am I the only one who thinks that? I swear to God. Really? Oh, anyway, as for the rest of the story, I think we're gonna wrap this one up here because this is Before They Were Famous. My name's Michael McCrudden. This video has been a long time coming, so thank you so much for sitting put, waiting, and being so patient. One more thing. That's it for today's video. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Tweet me at McCruddenM. Boom! Someone told me to do that.